And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lucas Moura sends it crossfield.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that's the keeper's ball. Defenders of his era, the name Fernando Morientes strikes fear into the heart.
Yeah, without a doubt, Peter. He's undoubtedly amongst one of the best strikers to don that famous white shirt. And of course, he was part of...
And there's the shot! Yamal. Fade over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Matheus Cunha touches it, but he's gone for goal! But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Guimaraes. That has not gone well. Now, that's well seen too. Still goalless at the moment. Eric Garcia. Rodri, Morientes, and Grimaldo, Morientes, David Villa, and the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Bruno Guimaraes is the guilty party there. Bebeto, and it's Lucas Moura. Ambitious ball here. Pau Torres cuts out the pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Yamal. He's got away. Cross into the box. Now it's Matheus Cunha. David Villa. Oh, that's nice. Villa's cross. Morientes is flagged offside. Bebeto. It's Belletti. Lucas Moura receives it in a wide position. Pedri. Iniesta. It's Pedri. And it's Iniesta. Here's Rodri. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's looking wide. Elects to cross. That is a brilliant interception. Spain with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Iniesta. David Villa picks it up out wide. Villa's great chance! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Rafinha. And here's Yamal. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Yamal. Rodri. And here's Pedri. Looking for the run. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Matheus Cunha. It's Vinicius Junior. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Con coletas de unos 5 años que lleva un vestido azul y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su abuelo que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.
And we're underway again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, that's well spotted. Iniesta, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. And it's Iniesta. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Moura. Out to the right. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shifted it to the flank. And he's had it nicked away. Bruno Guimaraes. Matheus Cunha. Bebeto. Good read, needed to be. Iniesta. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. David Villa. Rodri. Played out to the right. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Out to the left it goes. And he's managed to get free. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball, and he's in here. Montreal deals with that comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. And it's Pedri. Bruno Guimaraes. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Matheus Cunha. And Bebeto! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club.
Marcó en el minuto 72.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Morientes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Iniesta. Looking to play him in. David Villa gets into a good position. Well, it's claimed by the keeper. Bebeto. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Guimaraes. Looking for options for movement. Pedri. It's a sharp pass. Rodri, played out towards the right wing. He might have to go it alone here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that was vital. Shot could be on. Bebeto! That's another chance. Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks from following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Eric Garcia plays it across, he gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Morientes será sustituido por el dorsal 23, cambio de jugadores.
And that is as far as it goes. Brazil can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Brazil really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little...
Hah? Kurang gede. Hah? Iya. Tak gede nih. Udah. Suaraku enak nggak? Suaraku. Cek.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the history of this fixture. And the shots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne with the short one. Oh, such a clever touch. And this is De Bruyne. Big chance! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Keane.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that looks a decent ball. No joy this time. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Keane, Ribéry. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Basten. Hullet shapes the shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, shooting chance! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Suaraku tadi. Enggak ada.
Now there's a Van Basten! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their second corner now. Oh, well played, well played. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, what has happened here? And Ribéry! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here...
And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
He's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. De Bruyne. We expected better, and so did he. Nothing wrong with that tackle. All won cleanly. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Nesta has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. It's off target and by quite a way.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
And he cuts out the supply. De Bruyne. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for options for movement. Picks out Brent and the shot! In he goes again. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. He has found a way through. Oh, important interception. Oh, that's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Tomori. Somewhat off target. Now it's Van Basten. And the ball's gone astray. It's Ibrahimovic! Ball driven towards the far post. Ribery. Now it's Martinez. Threads one in. Maldini with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Caught offside that time. Looking for the run, and he's in on goal. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Milan get their fourth corner.
Ci saranno 3
And
minuti
kept
di
out
recupero.
by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Some really good ball movement. Can he finish? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Bangun apa?
Great vision. And the whistle goes for half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that.
Il maxi schermo per alcune indicazioni da parte delle forze dell'ordine. Cambio di giocatori.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rijkaard. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Played out wide. Tomori. De Bruyne. Goes for a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And it's De Bruyne. Shoots! He's got away with one there. Tomori kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the shot! Well seen, saw that coming, he read them, and Martinez! It's bounced back off the post! Oh, that was a brilliant save!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Milan has the chance to go
80.4
the other way.
spettatori.
That's headed upfield, played back in. Tomori tries to pass it through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good taken. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Numero 15.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Numero 48.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Nicely weighted ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Maldini makes the interception. Tries to play it through. And chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a good-looking ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
75 minutes played. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's come to nothing.
Inter truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's worked it through.
Inter really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
They're up to
11.
5 corners now.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 94. Il numero 22.
Quality ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kaká. Terrific header. No mistake. It is no contest. It is a landslide. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho looking to hit the byline here. He's got it! He's put through his own net!
Down.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Il quarto uomo indica
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count to one. Looking for a runner. Time added on 4 minutes. Kaká. And he stands tall, impenetrable. They're taking a moment to consider their options. That has not gone well. Barella. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning.
Tuh. Step mata. Kan ini kasih. Nggak apa-apa deh. Apa? Boleh. Apa? Ci. Apa? Tadi nggak beli. Ini kameranya ini nih.
Coklat batu dulu kali ya.
Tak tuh coba. Ci. Ci. A. I. Iya bisa. Ci.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Just joining us, we are... Oh, what a climb! Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
It's Ibrahimovic. Has ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I'd leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to any team he plays in, and he's allowed to pull the strings from that central space he likes to inhabit.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Barella. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Not the most accurate pass. Baresi. First quarter of an hour gone. Inter Milan have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine... And De Bruyne! Rafael Leao knocks it into space. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's got away. Oh, easy pickings there. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Fofana. And this is Ibrahimovic. Barella. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Keane! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Keane has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he was quick to react. That has been slung wide. Shot a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Modric. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Çalhanoğlu, and he's lost his man here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fofana tries to play it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ibrahimovic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Keane.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get on the end of this? Crosses it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Fofana. Modric.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He has found a way through. Barella.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Looking to play him in. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne with the short one. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Ibrahimovic is fouled. Serginho, and he plays one through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Barella, looking for options for movement. Cleared away. Inter Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. Shot, surely! Rafael Leao can get it clear. Pulisic. Batasagi does really well there. He is strong. Baresi. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Inter really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back on the way.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Tomori. He's a and Keane! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Nkunku. No joy this time. It's a good ball out wide. Played back into the centre. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lobotka. Modric. Now, can they get him away? Pulisic gets into a good position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Oh, what a mistake! Turns and goes back. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh no, what has happened here? Pulisic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's looking wide. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Modric is on his own. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. To open the scoring. Golden opportunity wasted.
He never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. He's one-on-one! And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Nkunku. Oh, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game change.
Nkunku! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Número 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs.
Terrific header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's Keane. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter
Lascia
now.
il campo per
De
il
Bruyne
numero
goes
94,
short.
il numero 5.
Now it's De Bruyne. And that's been repelled. And now they can spring out of defence. Zielinski has cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! There's a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Inter Milan penetrate first. Can he finish? Off the post! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
They're up to 5 corners now. De Bruyne plays it short. De Bruyne, and there's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Back into the middle, and the shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Inter Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Threads one in.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And a chance! And it's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite...
tutup sama loncengnya lu tutup. Tutup, nggak boleh titulan kalau nggak mau tutup. Oke 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 oke.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you did just miss it, we are up and running already. In the history of this fixture, just the goalkeeper to beat. He's had a shot! Goal! Inter! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Gol per l'Inter. Assegnato al terzo
One
minuto.
sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
The referee's awarded a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Pavlovic calmly anticipates. Played into space. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. And the shot! It's in! And the lead lasts no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Pavlovic has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Ribery. Bartasaghi. Bartasaghi going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Barella. Played out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Barella. For De Bruyne. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Martinez. Quarter of an hour played. Ricci, he's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's got his cross in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Tomori. Now it's Ribery. Now it's Martinez. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Can he finish? Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And here's Van Basten. Now this could... He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now that looks a decent ball. He's beaten the last man. Shapes to shoot! Yes, it's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
No, he's not getting past him there. DiMarco looking to play him in, but that has not gone well. Tomori plays a sharp little ball here. Might be danger. Can he finish? Outstanding by Martinez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And again they hit the front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He's shifting. Chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Knocks it into space, and he's managed to get free. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
This possibly the last play of the half. De Bruyne goes short. He's cut it out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. There's the start of the second half. Now it's Barella. Martinez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That tackle was certainly sturdy. He has a look up and a chance! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be...
Oh, he's been caught now. Shot a goal! Yes, it's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
That looks a good ball through. He is through here. And he's gone backward here. And it's skewed away. Tomori. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Martinez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's a sharp pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great, and the shot! It's in! And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And De Bruyne! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Ribery. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot!
Attenzione, un cambio.
Van Basten, clearly the target here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ah, he's given it away. Baresi going vertical. Tries to play it through. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Barella proves too strong. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 23, il numero 22.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Great vision. Always onto this. Good take, and is he in? Tries a shot! Goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Barella did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And it's Ribery. He's found a way through. Ribery! Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Threads one in. Batshuayi. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that has left him in a heap. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Probing pass. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's one-on-one! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Cambio di giocatore.
Barella. He's picked his way through. Zielinski. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now there's a fine ball. He's looking wide. Zielinski with the slide tackle there. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Baresi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne. Oh, this is a very good run. Not the most convincing of passes. That's that, the end. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
HP-nya taruh dulu sini.